Hi, my name is Desiree, and this is my week 3 reflection video for Java 1. And this week we had to make sure that we had a network connection and we were pulling data from the web from an API of our choice. And my application is just an application that will return a list of artists and songs depending upon the spinner choice genre. And it'll also let me know if I'm connected to the internet or if I'm not connected. So first thing I did was create all my objects, make sure that I had my text view to show the connection. I created, you can't see it unless it's actually being displayed, but the list view, once the user selects a genre, the list view will pop up and populate all that data from the web. I had to separate all my calls for each for each genre so that it'll populate the different type of information. Created my list adapter. And then started with my linear layout, basic layout, which stacks everything on top of each other. Then I created my text view again, which is going to give me the internet connection. Is it connected or am I not connected? Which here it's showing that I am connected. And real quick, I'll just go ahead and exit out of there so I can get this out of the way. And I'll just run it again. It's going to take a little bit longer because I'm using the emulator, which I really don't like to do because it takes a while. So I believe it's in tools. And I'm just gonna, no, it's not. Okay, bear with me a moment. Since I don't really use this, I don't really know. I guess, dev settings, maybe. Oh, settings. Duh, I didn't see that. Okay. So let's see if I can set it to airplane mode. Okay. And then I'm gonna just dismiss that and try to run my application again. I'm sorry again. Emulators take a little while, so I normally don't use them. And refresh that. So let it run. And while that's running again, here's my code. And it's going to give me an alert saying to check the internet connection. And it's going to run through that. Now again, remember I turned off I put it on airplane mode, so it should throw an alert saying that I'm not connected to the internet. And I hope that works. It's taking a while. This is why I do not like using this. Come on, emulator. And then I have to rerun it to turn it back on. This is amazing. And this is when you should have the elevator music playing in the background. So I'll probably add in. That might be right. Okay, so I'm afraid to close this out, but I feel like I should relaunch. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and relaunch it. It's taking a while. Let's relaunch that again. It's taking a while. So here's what I'm gonna do. This is why I don't use the emulator. I apologize for that. I'm gonna go ahead and use my device. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna launch it on my phone. Okay, so let me show you how this works. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this on my device. I'm gonna put it on airplane mode first. Okay, so I'm running it on my device right now, and it's gonna throw an alert. And basically it says, please check your internet connection. You'll just say it. Okay, let's see what's wrong with my internet. Okay, yes, my phone is broken. I dropped it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off airplane mode. Let it connect back. Rerun it. And show you guys how this works, and then I'll talk about my code. So when they open it up, I know it says week 1, but I didn't change the file, the folder file, but this is week 3. It says I'm connected. Yep, I have a connection. It's connected to Wi-Fi though, so it's on my Wi-Fi. Okay. And this, because connection still will throw me the alert connected. But then the user can say select a genre. Let's select random R&B. So it's pulling, the list of songs or artists or the genre. It's just pulling everything from iTunes. So you have, I don't know, some familiar, I don't know about these R&B songs. Let's try pop. Okay, first one is Eminem. So you see that they're pulling all that different data from iTunes. And then if you click on one, I added this in, where because iTunes requires that you have a badge, and this is only for demonstration purposes for class, so I just created an alert that says, sorry, please go to iTunes. You can hit cancel if you decide you don't want to go to iTunes, but if you do, just explore. I did create an iTunes button. You can click that and it'll open up the iTunes webpage. Okay, so that's working, and we'll just go to code. So there was my alert that I created. Was connected to the internet. We went over that. I have my list adapter that I created to pull in the list of all the data being displayed from iTunes, and then I created my alert, and within my alert I added the intent so that it can go to the iTunes website. And then I continue down, and this is just my spinner that populates all my data for the different genres, just the 4. I created the separate URL names, the strings, which I created in my objects, so that they can go to each genre, and it'll limit me 10 options. You can do, I think, up to 50 or more, but I didn't want that many. And then after that, this is just the end. This is just the old data that I used from last week, and then I just added all my views. And then of course I have my network connectivity. So of course it's connected. It'll return that check connection if it didn't. And then of course I move on to my net class, which is storing my JSON to pull the API data. I instantiated my URL connection, and it just, here's all the bytes, or like the loading and the response, the buffer. If something went wrong, it'll throw me that error. And I have my get data, my async, which is going to get the data from my main activity URL that I posted, which is my string. And then of course I went to the onPost execute to execute all of my data, which I created the JSON array, my object, and I created my array. And with my results, I created it so that it can filter through my music data and return what I want to return, which was the artist name in the actual API, which would show down here in the logcat if it's still here. Let me see if I can load it so you can actually see what I'm referring to. Select a genre. Oh, well, it's posting, so it's not really going to show me that data right now. But normally it'll show down here the different types of data that you can request, your different names, and these are the 2 that I chose so far. And then of course if that didn't work, it would throw me an error. So this week, actually, it started off really rough, trying to work with the free music user interface. I mean, not the interface, but the actual API. I couldn't work with it because it wasn't giving me what I needed to actually pull in the list view. It wasn't allowing me to pull in any of the data. And then I tried to use the one that's connected to that, which is called EcoHost, and that one I couldn't work with as well. I was having too much trouble, and it was taking me a while. So finally, yesterday, I started just using the iTunes API and finally got everything completed. And I was trying to spend a little bit more time today because I wanted to see if I could somehow get the song to save or store it within the device itself, but it was taking me too much time, so I just wanted to get what I needed to get done for the week. But so hopefully I can play around with that and maybe come up with something. But I look forward to next week, and everything really went well. I'm still struggling with Java because there's so much that you can do with Java that it's a little bit overwhelming for me, but I'm getting it a little bit more. And working with APIs is still a struggle, but some APIs are a little bit more complex than others, and it kind of makes it difficult when you're trying to get, your assignments completed at a certain time. So other than that, I look forward to seeing my final project, and I hope everyone had a great week. Thank you.